Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is super fun. This is another farmer's market shop and cook with me. I have got two delicious recipes that I'm going to be sharing with you guys, and I'm so excited. But this video is in collaboration with Tori over at Momma Living. Y'all know how much I love her. We did one of these last month, decided to do one this month, and we'll probably be doing one in July also. We really enjoy these, so make sure you go check out her channel. I'll have her channel and her video listed in the description box. I know y'all are gonna love her. She's down to earth. She's such a sweetheart. We have become really good friends through YouTube, and I'm so blessed to be able to meet her through this platform and become such close friends. It's amazing the people that you find on this platform. So blessed to have her in my life. So make sure you go check out my girl. Like I said, everything will be in the description box. We both will have a haul, and then we'll have a recipe or two. I have got two recipes for you guys. I have got a delicious Veggie Alfredo, and I have a chicken pot pie. Really excited to share these with you guys. They both were super delicious, and let's go ahead and get started. Just got back from the farmer's market. Here's everything that I got. Like I said, I went with a $20 budget and it ended up with $4 left. So I think I did okay. Of course, your local farmers are going to be a little more expensive, but you're supporting their business, you're supporting their family, you're putting food on their own tables and paying their bills. That's their jobs. That's what they do for this community. So it is great to support your local farmers and support local businesses. So I got things at different booths. I wasn't able to film, y'all. It was so busy. This was the biggest one that I have been to. I was really impressed with all the booths and everything. So I picked up from one, I picked up this corn that's peaches and cream. I got potatoes, and then I got an onion from one booth. And then from a local pasta place here, it's called the Pasta Garage. They actually have like a restaurant now that you can go in and eat, but ever since I've lived here, they've always been at the farmer's market, and they make this in-house at their place. And I remember them before they ever had a restaurant. And that's crazy because I went to college here, and I remember them being at another place that I went to, and they were just making it, in a small little place, and then now they have a restaurant. So that's amazing. But they still show up at the local farmers markets to sell it like this. So this is just fresh pasta. This is the garlic and herb fettuccine, and this is the tomato basil fettuccine. So I'm excited to try those. I've had them before, and it's a really good fresh pasta. So here is their card. I'm pretty sure you can order online also. So make sure that you give them there's their website right there. So lexingtonpasta.com. So give them a look up. They make amazing products. And then from another one, I just picked up one zucchini and one squash. Y'all already know those are staples around here in the summer. So here's what we got. Since I got the fresh pasta, I definitely want to wait for Winston and Luke to be here to try this also. So I'll come back in a couple days when they get back home, and we will put together a meal out of a few of these items. So we're going to start out with the Veggie Alfredo. Here's a few things that you're going to need. I'm going to be using the corn and the squash and zucchini for this recipe. And then also the pasta that I picked up from the farmer's market. You need some Parmesan cheese, some mozzarella cheese. I'm going to throw in some ham, but you can definitely do this meat-free if you wanted to. And then I'm going to use whipped cream cheese and some garlic. Now, I did only end up using half of that zucchini, half of the squash, and I ended up using half the corn. Y'all will see the second half of that in the next recipe. But I'm taking and cutting up all my veggies. I have this cool little kernel cutter from Pampered Chef. I'll have a link in the description box below. One of my friends here on YouTube, Courtney from the Briles Bunch, she is a Pampered Chef consultant. So I'll have her link in the description box in case you're interested. I freaking love that thing. It makes taking corn off the cob so easy. So I just have a couple tablespoons of butter there, and I have heated it up, and I'm going to go ahead and cook up my veggies. Like I said, I'm only using half, so I've just got half of that squash, half of the zucchini. I'm going to season that well with salt and pepper. Just season with your heart. That's what I always say. And then once those get kind of cooked up to my liking, then we will add in our garlic. So whenever I do veggies for Alfredo, I still kind of like a little bite to them. I just like the texture that it gives in an Alfredo, and so I've got them cooked up to my liking, and I went ahead and added in a good tablespoon of garlic. You can use as little or as much as you want. We love garlic over here, so we're not scared of garlic. But you want to add that last because you don't want it to burn. So I went ahead and added that in, gave it a good toss. Once it starts getting fragrant, then you can go ahead and move on to the next step. So here I'm adding in about half of that package of ham. Like I said, you can use no protein at all, or you can use bacon in this. You can use chicken, anything you want. That's the good thing about Alfredo like this is you can change out protein. You can even change out the veggies. I do this normally with carrots actually instead of the corn, but I wanted to use what I got from the farmer's market, so I made sure to throw that corn in there. And then here I'm just going to add in that whole container of whipped cream cheese. I love using whipped cream cheese for Alfredo because it melts really good. Of course you can use the block. I just love the texture that it gives for using the whipped cream cheese. And then that back pot there that you see, that is just very salted water for my pasta. Once that comes to a rolling boil, then I'm going to add in my pasta there. Y'all, fresh pasta is amazing. I haven't had fresh pasta like this in years, and it was so good. I was so happy, and I will definitely be picking this up again. I don't know I think if you go to their restaurant, like I said in the beginning, I know they have a restaurant now. I think you can go and just order it like that still. But each one of those baggies was only $3, and it ended up cooking up a lot. It was a lot of food. We had leftovers. So here I'm adding in about 1/4 of a cup of Parmesan cheese, and then I'm also going to add in 1/4 a cup of mozzarella. I'm not going to mix that yet. I'm just going to wait until my pasta's done, and then I'll add my pasta over, and then I'll give everything a good mix. The lady at the booth said to cook the pasta for 3 minutes, so I set my timer for 3 minutes, and now it is ready to be added in. So I'm just going to take my tongs, add it in to the start of the Alfredo, and save your pasta water. Don't let it go nowhere. You need some of that. That's what's going to help bind this together, bring it together, make it creamy. Pasta water is amazing, so don't get rid of that. So now is the time to use some of that pasta water, and you're going to take and ladle some of that pasta water in until you get the consistency that you want. The sauce, if you like it thicker, if you like it thinner, just keep adding that pasta water in until you get the like I said, the consistency. Having pasta water, it just helps with the starchiness. It's already got the salt from the pasta, the flavor, so it is just so good overall. This was amazing. So happy with the way this turned out. I love this. To me, this is the perfect summer veggie Alfredo. Love this. Like I said, you can change out the protein, change out your veggies. This is such a good go-to recipe. Next, we're going to be making a super easy summer chicken pot pie. I actually made this for my grandparents. My grandma is under the weather, and so I wanted to make something to take over to her house. If I know it's not just us, but normally when someone says they're sick or something going on, you always take a nice hot meal to their house, and it's just, I don't know, it's just good Southern thing to do. So I've just got 2 large chicken breasts there that I have cut up into nice small cubes, and I have seasoned it up with that SPG. Y'all know that link is always in the description box. And then I'm just going to cook that up. It doesn't have to be completely done because you're going to finish it off in the oven, but you just want to get that nice and cooked, and then we're going to add in our veggies. I'm going to add in about 1/2 cup of that 3 pepper and onion blend. I just pulled it out of the freezer and going to add that in there. And then we're going to add in the rest of our veggies. Like I said in the beginning, I'm going to be using the rest of the corn and then the rest of the squash and zucchini from the first recipe. Use that up, that way it doesn't go to waste. I feel like why I called this a good summer chicken pot pie is because of the summer veggies I'm using. You can totally add in whatever veggies you want, add in some carrots, or add in, you can even add in like just the frozen veggie blend if you wanted to, but I feel like this is like the perfect summer chicken pot pie because you're using good summer veggies. And then I'm going to let that cook a little bit, and then I'm going to add in a good handful or 2 of some spinach, and that will wilt down, and then we're going to add it into our pie pan. So I did season it again with more of that SPG. You always want to season as you go. Season with your heart, what you know your family is going to enjoy. But before we add it into the pie pan, I'm going to add in 1 can of cream of mushroom soup just to kind of help bind it all together, get that creamy factor. You can always use a cream of chicken, cream of celery, whatever y'all want to do. Once I got it in the pie pan, I'm just going to top it with one of those puff pastry sheets. I just kind of shaped it around. It wasn't perfect. I did some egg wash on the top, which is just an egg with a little bit of water beaten. I brushed it well on top so it gets nice and golden brown. And I just baked that at a 375-degree oven for about 30 minutes. And y'all, it came out beautiful, golden, and they said it was delicious. I didn't get an inside picture, of course, because I took it to my grandparents' house, but she texted me and said thank you so much. You know, she loved me and that it was so good. And that is it, y'all. I hope you enjoyed these 2 delicious recipes. Don't forget to go check out my girl Tori. I'll have all her information listed in the description box below, and I will see y'all in the next one. Bye, guys.